Hey YouTube, it's AI Enigma here. So this is our sixth lecture in the Road to Lrdi series, in which we will be like solving as much set as possible throughout the year. So this is a medium difficulty set. The maximum time that you should take for this set should be 20 minutes. You should not be spending more than 20 minutes in this kind of set. So let's get cracking. As usual, I will provide the link of the session in the comment section below, so you can check the PDF of the session in there and try it yourself. So this is the set. Bola is a physics teacher. He conducts private tuition classes at his residence. There are 5 students in one of his batches. The name of the students are Durga, Indra, Parvati, Meenakshi and Ananya. Bola has used a 5-point order, minimum 1 point, maximum 5 point, to rank his students on 4 parameters, that is punctuality, subject knowledge, self-motivation, intelligence. Okay, a rating of 1 represents low performance and the rating of 5 represents very good performance in parameter. So we have 5 children and there are 4 subjects, like 4 parameters in which he is ranking all those things. 5 is for the highest and 1 is for the lowest. So far pretty good. The following table with tally marks shows the frequency distribution of the ratings for 4 parameter used. Example, 2 students have been rated with 5 points in punctuality category, as according to Bhola they are very good in terms of punctuality. So which means there are, so what is this? This is a frequency distribution chart. What this implies that like there is only one student who is gotten 2 marks in punctuality. There is actually 2 students who have gotten 3 marks in punctuality, and there are 2 students who gotten 5 marks in punctuality. This is the representation. So what I will do, I will quickly form 5 sections of students and 4 parameters with 5:4 table. I've already made in the table, so this is the table should look like once after you have done reading the set. Now what I will do, I will quickly distribute the frequency in these tables, so I don't have to revisit the table again and again. So we have punctuality 1, 2, 2, 3 and 2, 5. So 1, 2, 2, 3 and 2, 5. This is the value of punctuality. Then we have in subject knowledge 2 2s and 3 4s. So we have 2 2s and 3 4s. Then in self motivation we have 1 2, 1 1, 1 4 and 2 3s. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 3s and 4. Okay, and in intelligence we have 1 2 3 4 5, each of 1. Okay, so we are done with it. Now we will not be able, no need to visit to the previous table again. Now it is also known that no students got the same rating in any 2 parameters, which means these value must be different. These value must not be same. This is the first point. Second thing is that no 2 students got the same rating in all 4 parameters. This means, like, if this is example, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 1, then any another student cannot get exactly 2 3 4 1 in those parameters. It can be 2 3 4 1, which means like the 4 number digit that's being formed, that should not be identical, if we are leading from left to right. That is the thing that the question is saying. Then third point, Durga and Meenakshi got the lowest possible values when all 4 ratings were added. So if we are adding these 2 values, when all of these 4s are added, so Durga and Meenakshi, and these 4 values are Durga and Meenakshi got the least possible rating when they were added. Okay. The sum of the rating values of punctuality and subject knowledge is equal to the sum of rating values of other 2 parameters for both Durga and Meenakshi, which means if we sum these, and so the sum of these 2 is equals to sum of these 2, and the sum of these 2 is equals to sum of these 2. Okay. Then we have E. Durga received a higher rating in self-motivation than in subject knowledge parameter. Durga, where is Durga? Higher rating in self-motivation than subject knowledge. So this is higher. Okay. Ananya received a lower rating in punctuality than in intelligence parameter. Ananya received a lower rating in punctuality than intelligence parameter. I've put down a variable of A and B so that I can remember this in the future. Parvati and Ananya have different ratings in self-motivation parameter. So Parvati and Ananya have different rating self-motivation parameters. These values are too different. Okay, so we have exhausted all our efforts. So let's look at the lowest possible candidate that we can make. So what we can make as the lowest value here. Well, the lowest I can get is if I put 2 here, then I can also put 2 here. That will make this value a 4. So in this manner, I have to make 4 here. So I can form a, you can say, 1 and 3 can be there, and 1 and 3 can be there, but 2 and 2 cannot be possible, because like all four values has to be different. So the lowest value cannot be 2 and 2, so this has to be 2 and 3. So in this manner, this value has to be a 2 and this value has to be a 3. So this becomes a 5. So we are done with 2 and we are done with 3. So 2 and 3 makes a 5. So we have to make 5 from here, and this value, this can be 1 and 4, and this value can be 4 and 1 in order to make a 5, because 2 and 3 are not allowed to be here because they will be repeated. The 4 value has to be different. Now because this value is greater than this, so this value cannot be 1, this value has to be a 4, and this value has to be a 1, which will give me the lowest possible sum which is possible for Durga, and that is 10. Along with this, I will cut 4 and 1 so that it's pretty helpful for me. Here the lowest possible value to make, like I also want to make, you can say here, the sum can be, if I put 2 here and if I put 3 here, this is also 5, because there is no restriction that these values cannot be repeated. These value can be repeated. In column repetition is allowed, in row repetition is not allowed. So 3 and 2 is definitely 5. So I will cut a 3 here, I will cut a 2 here, so this value is 5. So we'll make another 5 from here. So if I put 1 here and if I put 4 here, yes, 1 and 4. 1 has to be here and 4 has to be here. There is no repetition as well. So 1 has been done and 4 has been done. Okay. Now, if I look at subject knowledge, both 3 values are identical. So this value has to be a 4, 4. And this value also has to be a 4. So both of these 4s are done. Now, let's look at another parameter. In self-motivation, we can see, because these value has to be different and we are only got 3 values, and 2, 3, 3. So both of these cannot be 3. So there has to be 1, 3 in C or D, and 1, 3 has to be here. So this 3 is cut. So this value is either 2 or 3, and either these values are either 3 or 2. This is the conclusion that we are getting. Okay. One of the points that is in Ananya got a lower rating in punctuality than in intelligence, and the value is in 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, punctuality cannot be 5. For Ananya, punctuality can never be 5, because if we are 5, so if we put 5 here, so the greater value the lowest amount of value which is greater than 5 is 6, and there is no 6 value, which means A can never be 5. So if A is never 5, then A has to be 2, and if A is 2, then means these 2 values have to be 5. So 5 is automatically done. So this is, the punctuality is completely done. Subject knowledge is completely done. In self-motivation, we are still left with 3 and 2 possibilities. Okay. Now we see greater than value of 2. Okay. Yeah, 5 can never be here. 5 can never be here because 5 has already been there. So which means this value has to be a 5. So 5 is done. 2 and 3 are left. 3 is automatically here, which means 2 has to be here. Yes, 2 has to be here. 2 is automatically done. So 3 has to come here. 3 is done. If 3 is there, so 3 cannot be here, which means this value is 2. 2 is done. And this value is 3. Okay, so we will calculate the sum. 5 and 4, 9 for Indra. 9, 3, 12. 12 and 2, 14 is there. 5 and 4, 9. 9 and 2, 11. 11, 3, 14 is there. Then we have 3 and 2, 5. 5 and 1, 6 and 4, 10 is there. And 5 and 3, 8. 8 and 4, 12 and 2, 14 is there. Okay, so this is the total sum. Check for once that either these 3 values are different. Yes, every value is different. There is no repetition of values, and every sets of 4 number is also different. So if I write it, like if there's some sort of messy thing going on, this is actually 4, this is actually 3, and this is actually 2. Okay, so this is the score. Now look at the answer. Questions: which student received a very good rating in intelligence? Intelligence very good is Ananya. So Ananya. Then we have the 2 members of only one of the given pair received the same total ratings. Identify the pair. Durga and Indra. Durga and Indra not same. Durga and Parvati. Durga and Parvati. Yes, Durga and Parvati are the same. Then we can also look at further. Meenakshi and Ananya. Meenakshi and Ananya not same. And Parvati and Ananya. Parvati and Ananya. Parvati and Ananya. 6 and 3, 9 and 5, 14. 5, 4, 9, 9 into 11 and 3, 14. There has to be a difference here. It can never be Parvati and Ananya, because that will make 2 answers which are correct. Only one of the pair received the following rating. Parvati and Ananya is same. And Durga and Parvati are not same. Durga and Parvati are not same. Yeah, Parvati and Ananya has been same. Durga and Parvati are not same. 10 and 14 are not same. Meenakshi and Ananya are not same either. Durga, Parvati and Ananya. What is the rating of Indra in self-motivation parameter? Indra in self-motivation is 3. So this value has to be 3. Then we have, what is the rating of Parvati in intelligence parameter? Parvati in intelligence is 3. And we have a student received a poor rating in self-motivation parameter. Self-motivation parameter poor is Minakshi. Minakshi. Poor is one, no? Yes, poor is one. So this is the set. And this was not, I will say, definitely like really hard set. You have to focus on, like getting the lowest amount of, you can say, possibilities possible. And you might ask why you carried out 10 and why not 11, because the question is asked that Durga and Minakshi got the lowest possible value when all 4 ratings were added. So we have to calculate the lowest possible value. So if I started with 2 from here, I cannot put 2 here. So I had to at least put 3 here. And if I put 3 here, this value has to be 2. And it doesn't matter, you will start from Durga and Minakshi because these values are identical, as you can say. So it's not a big deal for us. Okay. And I started from Durga is here because of this condition. This greater than condition, because we would have left with 2 possibilities, 1 4 and 4 1, and similar way you will get 1 and 4 and 4 1, and then would have eliminated this, and this would be like your solution. So this was a set. Hopefully you like it. We will solve more sets in the future, and yeah, give us a thumbs up and let's get on to it.